was a spooky bomb. That was very spooky. Spooky bum indeed. How to do Battle Royale? If you are a subscriber, you automatically get turned into a Pokemon. If you would read the instructions, you would see that. Under there, you would see it, yeah? Okay. So we got a lot of shit to talk about, mostly just because, I feel like I gotta talk about it, otherwise my brain will not shut it off, and I've been trying to ignore it, but I can't do it, so, I'm gonna talk about it for a little bit, cause I don't like talking about it, but I'm gonna, mostly because my mom's a fucking idiot, and I'm sick of her. So, I'm gonna talk about it, and I really hope that she's listening, because she keeps telling me that she watches my content, but keeps telling me to stop using the cartoon. That's what she said in her email last night. Stop using that cartoon! And I'm like, oh my goodness, well, that's kind of funny, but at the same time, I'm like, I kind of don't like you, but yes, I'm the cartoon. I'm debating whether or not I even want to use the model or not. I understand that, you know, there's toggles and stuff like that, but like at the same time, I was debating whether or not I wanted to make this into a YouTube thing, but I just want it to be unfiltered with anything and, you know, all that fun stuff. I will just bring up the thing. I'm not gonna most likely not going to be using any toggles, obviously, though, because so I could just talk. But we're going to talk about it. Obviously, trigger warnings for abuse, emotional manipulation, physical abuse, for anyone who may get triggered by any of this stuff. It's a pretty deep of a conversation. It is years and years and years and years and years and years and years, and I know a lot of people will be like, Tricky, why are you bringing this to the internet? Like, why are you bringing like personal information into like this kind of stuff? And the only reason why I'm really doing it, I forgot I needed to turn stuff off. I do appreciate all of the subs and stuff like that, but I will be turning everything off for now, just so I can talk about stuff. I'll turn it on whenever we get back into Pokemon, yeah? But I'm bringing it to the internet mostly because I feel like there's a lot of people who did what I did, of being like, okay, I'm gonna keep this very, very toxic family member around because they're blood and I don't have anyone else. So I'm gonna let them continue to be bitches to me because, oh, we're blood. And that's what I believed for the longest time, while I allowed this person to kill my mind for years. She was poison. That's the best way I can describe her. She was poison. She made me depressed. She made me, like, all kinds of really, really bad things. And now my grandfather's calling me. I told him to wait. Why does no one listen to me? I'll call him after stream. Now I'm kind of curious if anything happened to him, if he's calling me. Well, anyways, let me... So this started, and why I even started doing this, I have not spoken to my mother. I have not interacted with my mother since 2017, because the last interaction that we had was fairly violent, and it was one of the last chances I ever gave her, and I did not want to deal with it. And I'm crossing my fingers right now that I want her to be listening to me. If she is in this call, I want you to listen, because you're clearly very ignorant about the situation. To clue everybody in, yeah? Just add her in chat. I have no idea what her username would be. She'd probably be a fucking idiot, use her real name. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing, but... So, context. There's a reason why I'm adopted. There's a reason why my brother and me do not live with our mother. There's a reason why I do not talk about family on stream unless it is my grandfather. Helsing is my brother. He's my little brother, and he has dealt with a lot of shit that, for years, because of this person. And, he was smart. He was smarter than I was, and let her go a long time ago. I think you were 12? Something like that. I didn't handle it until 2017. So, some more context. My mother is a drug abuser. She was addicted to crack cocaine and heroin. She would leave my brother and me in crack houses, forget about us whenever we were kids. Then she would be so strung out that she would forget what she does to us, what she says to us. There was one time that we never really lived with her. We would visit her. My grandmother and my grandfather took care of me. And my brother's dad, which is his biological father, but my stepdad, I was a result of cheating because my mom was so strung out, she just randomly slept with another man in the middle of the marriage. So that was lovely for me. But my stepdad treated me very, very, very well. Never made me feel like I was excluded. But there was a lot of times that I felt like I was excluded, mostly because my mom, I disliked my mother a lot. But I do forgive her. But that does not mean that I am obligated to keep her in my life. You know what I mean? And I kept her in my life for years and years and years and years. I took care of her for years because she was too fucking lazy to get a job. She would go clubbing, she would do all that kinds of stuff. She's done pretty much almost every single crime I could think of. She's stolen vehicles. She's stolen from me. She got arrested for battery, assault. Like, she's in and out of prison constantly, all the time. And then she's like, "You're my daughter. Why wouldn't you want me in your life?" And I'm like, "Are you a fucking moron? You threatened me with a knife before, woman." Which was the last time that we ever even interacted with each other in 2017. She threatened me with a knife, and she's like, we're blood. I'm your mother. Why wouldn't you respect me? I brought you in this world. And for the longest time, she did shit like this to me, and I believed her. Until 2017, obviously, because I got sick of it. At the time, 2017, she had used one of my other family members who just passed away, took their vehicle and drove 2 hours to my apartment. And she was like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Huh? How are you even here?" And she gave me this sob story, and I believed her because I see good in people. And she was my mom, and the grandmother that raised me passed away back in 2006 of pancreas cancer. And I wanted a mother, so I allowed her back in, yeah? So last night, I hadn't heard from her in a while. I moved away. I changed my number. She has no idea where I am. I have, for the most part, escaped from her, except for all the other family members that she is harassing, trying to get my location. She has been harassing my other family members. It doesn't matter how many emails I block, she will make a new one. And she is now harassing me in my business email. I got an email last night, and I'm so tempted to just read it. Because it was the most toxic message I've ever seen from a woman who has abused me for years and years and years. I'm so tempted to read it, but I don't even want to give her that satisfaction of me reading it. So, there was a time that I was supporting her financially before I moved. because, again, she doesn't have a job. My other family members have always been taking care of her. I took care of her for the longest time. I would buy her food. I would even buy her cigarettes. I don't even know why I even did that, but it's because I'm like, I want you to get better. My grandfather, at one point, tried to get her into rehab. She didn't show up on the day whenever it was time for us to go bring her to rehab. She didn't show up. She just disappeared. She doesn't want help. If people want to help themselves, they would help themselves. They would help themselves. But she doesn't want to, because she wants me to take care of her. And I frankly don't think she deserves it. And she keeps saying, but I'm your mother. You have such a good, big heart. This isn't you to just cast me away. She has used the excuse, so, like, the blood excuse, countless amount of times. I'm smarter than she is, and I am stronger than she is. And she cannot manipulate me anymore, because she used to do it all the time. All the time. And I believed it. She was just like, oh, okay, well, you know, since we're family and everything, you're obligated to respect me and try to just be there all the time. But of course, whenever I'm there for her, she's telling me I'm a bad daughter. She's telling me I'm worthless. But then the next day, she's like, oh, you're so beautiful. I love you. She gets strung out, completely forgets what the fuck she's even saying. She's stolen from me. I don't know how much money she's stolen from me. She stole my grandmother's jewelry after she passed away and sold it for drug money. And you do not want to know how angry that made me. She stole the jewelry from our house and sold it for drug money. And then she has the gall to tell me I'm a bad daughter because I refuse to talk to her. In yesterday's message, she was just telling me of, oh, yes, your big heart. And I'm struggling right now. I got my SSI check finally, but it's only $600. I've been doing okay. I mean, I go to the club here and there, and then like the fact that she's even said that. You go to the club? Oh, you're struggling so hard, but you're probably still buying drugs and alcohol and access to clubs. Like, are you fucking out of your mind? Like, what is wrong with you? And then, like, she tells me, why did you let everyone convince you to not talk to me anymore? I'm like, no one convinced me. Your own actions convinced me. She doesn't know how to take any... Just ignore her? It's a lot deeper than that, my friend. I can't just ignore her whenever she shows up at my doorstep. It's so much deeper than that. So, it's not as simple as just ignoring her. Because trust me, I have been trying to ignore her. I have been. But she harasses the rest of my other family, and then of course my grandfather has to tell me about it. She's like, oh, by the way, your mom's in town again. Guess what she did? I'm like, oh my god. This is the final straw, though. The last message pushed me far enough. I will be getting a restraining order, and I'm gonna try my best to get it for my grandfather and my cousins as well, so she doesn't ever have to bother us again. I'm frankly really sick of it. I again mainly wanted to talk about it for a little bit, because I know that this stuff honestly shouldn't be on the internet, like personal shit should not be on the internet. But I want to do it mostly because I had been stuck in like this cycle of allowing people to manipulate me over and over and over and over and over and over, because I keep trying to see the good in people. But these people continue to lie to me. Lies after lies after lies, and I believed them. Lies after lies after lies from my mother, and I believed her. It's absolute bullshit. And another thing, I still wanted her to hear me say it rather than me typing anything, because she doesn't know how to fucking listen, or she probably doesn't even know how to read. Like, it's kind of spiteful, but at the same time, I kind of don't care. But I want to give awareness to people that if you have a family member who's doing this, cut them out. Do not be like me, who didn't cut them out until like 2017. The entirety of my life, I let her do this. It doesn't matter if you're blood or not. If they are abusing you, get away from that. If someone is guilt tripping you, being like, oh, I thought you were better than this. You deserve to treat me and be in my life because that's what I want. Do not let these people do this. Yeah? My mother has done so much shit that she still has not taken any accountability for. She shot my stepdad in the foot. My brother watched this. My brother was so young. And we were taken away because she's dangerous. And she's like, why? Why does everyone hate me? Oh, you told her. You told her to stay away from me. Why did you let your grandfather tell you to? I'm your mother. I'm like, do you not realize what you're doing? Like, do you not see the shit that you're doing to other people and people that I care about? And then, like, you pretend like shit, nothing means anything to her. She doesn't take any accountability, no responsibility for anything that she does. And even in her message from last night, she said, it was not my intention to hurt you. It wasn't my intention. I don't know why people has clouded your judgment about me. I know you miss me too. And I'm like, are you out of your mind? And I was shaking reading this message. And I'm like, you have no perception of any of the shit that you have done. You are so obsessed with yourself that you don't care what you do to other people. You don't care about the pain. And I even asked her years ago, please respect my boundaries and my space. I do not want to talk to you. I don't want you in my life. I'm not ready to forgive you yet. And I really, really, really need you to leave me the fuck alone. Please. I was very polite about it. She took that message and she like completely rewired it into her own narrative, which is what a lot of people who are insecure do, instead of just communicating properly. But she just took my message and was like, well, now you're just being cruel. I'm like, oh, I'm being cruel? I'm being cruel. Me, I'm the cruel one. I'm the cruel one here, because I'm protecting myself and my mind and my heart for being broken. You know how many times I'd try to go visit her? Back whenever I was still living where I was, I would go visit her. She wouldn't even be there. She would forget. And then I would find out later that, oh yeah, she was on another drug run. And then, oh, would you look at that? Huh. She got arrested again. Well, I guess you chose drugs over your own daughter then. And I was super patient. I was so patient. I tried to do everything that I could to get her right. And I was like, I will pay for your rehab. I can't go to rehab, I'm disabled. You're disabled? Then how are you able to dance at the club then, if you're disabled? You don't understand. Huh? Wait, my brother. Hey, what's up? I can't check right now. What'd you say? Hey Helson, can you repeat that in the chat? Sorry, I can't see it on my phone. Quick Discord call? Okay. One second. Let me... I call...
Hiya.
Hi.
I just wanted to say that no matter how much she tries to do anything to you, you were still one of the strongest people I have ever met. And you have done so much to get away from her and be a better person. And I wish I fucking knew why she only targets you.
I don't know why. I don't know why. As soon as I heard your voice, it really fucked me up. I don't understand either. I don't want her to win in my life anymore. I don't want her anywhere in my life. And I don't know how many emails that I've blocked from her stuff. I don't. There's been countless. The amount of numbers that I've blocked I can't even count on fingers how many numbers I've blocked from her. I've moved thousands of miles away to get away from her. And she's still harassing everyone and trying to get my information. And I'm sick of her. And I want her to be gone.
I know. She still harasses Dad all the damn time, too. Tries to, at least. They've gotten to the point where they can somewhat identify if the number's going to be her or not.
I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her so much, and I don't understand. I'm gonna turn off tracking on my model for a second, because I do not want to. I'm just sick of it, is all, and I just wanted to make people be aware that, this shit is poison if you don't make it go away. And like, again, I've tried a lot to just be like this strong woman who doesn't get bothered by things, and I'm like, okay, I'm just a chaotic chick, and I'm trying to spread like actual positivity to people and not let the things that happen in my life dictate who I am. Because while my mom's a shitty person, and I have fucked up a lot of times too, I let people manipulate me a lot, because I want people to be good, but I've also been a bitch, and that's just all on my own. I've also been a cunt. But taking accountability for shit like that is, like, it's important, and she doesn't understand what she does to people.
No, not even a little bit.
She doesn't get it. And I tried to explain it, and now my dog's crying. What the fuck?
Capri, love.
She probably has to pee. She probably has to pee. But like, what is she doing? And again, like, I apologize if this is not like the content you want to see from me. And like, I don't view this as content, but I just view this as being real. Because shit like this sucks, dude. Like, shit like this really fucking sucks. And, everyone is going through a lot of shit that you probably don't know about. And, but please don't let people guilt trip you into doing what they want you to do. Like what my mom did to me for years and years and years and years and years. And she uses this against me because my real mom was my grandmother. She's the one who raised me. She's the one who lifted me up. She's the one who got me into gaming. It was my grandmother who raised me, which is my mom's mom. And she uses that against me too. She's like, well, that was my mom. I'm like, well, yeah, well, she was mine too. And she lifted me up. And she disciplined me whenever I was being a cunt. But she loved me. And she didn't care what skin tone I was. Since the majority of my family is super, super duper white, and I am like really dark skinned, because I don't know who my father is, but he's very, very dark. And I've experienced a lot of racism in my life because of where I lived, because I was not white. But she accepted me. And whenever I wanted to talk about anime or gaming, she would watch it with me. She would be like, if this what makes you happy, then you do it. And then she passed away, and that fucked me up really bad.
Mama.
It fucked me, and my mom uses this against me all the time. And she's like, you want a mom, don't you? Here I am. And I'm like, you are not my mother.
No fucking she is not.
She is not my mother. But she's like, yes I am. I brought you into this world. I'm like, you brought me into the world, but you didn't do anything for me but abuse me. And my brother. And my stepdad. And everyone. She's a bad person. Like, sure. You brought me into the world, but who gives a shit, dude? Do not let people like this run your life. Do not let them be like, oh, you want a family member? I could be a family member, and then they treat you like absolute dog shit. And then they claim that, oh, I'm not a narcissistic person, but I'm only obsessed with myself. And I don't care about anything that you're going with. And like, I wanted a mother, and I didn't know what to do. And my mom sucks. And I don't even like calling her mom. I don't even want to like call her that. Because every time I think of mom, I just think of her. And I view like my grandmother, and I called her Mama. And Mama was my mom.
Lisa and Mama friend were mine.
Not her. She lost the privilege to talk to me a long time ago. And then she's like, I know you want me back in your life, baby girl. I know you want me back in your life. I know you miss me. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't. I don't miss you.
I don't understand why she only goes after you.
Because she knows this affects me. She does this on purpose, because this is what she did before I cut her off. She would do this before I cut her off, and I would fall for it. That's what she's doing. She's doing the exact same thing that she did for years and years and years, because she knows I am going to try to forgive her and put her back into my life. But I've been strong enough for it since 2017. I have not talked to her on the phone since 2017 during Thanksgiving with you.
That's 2013.
That was 2013?
That was the last time I saw her, because that was when our cousin...
No.
Oh, no.
No, this phone call.
Oh, okay.
It was 2017. And she had called whenever I was at your house.
That's right.
And then you got pissed, and then you talked to her on the phone too.
I must have blacked out rage, because I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was... Remember I was playing Banjo-Tooie on your Xbox, and then she called.
Yep.
Who I'm in the call with, this is my brother. This is my little brother. And, like... I just got so upset. It was at Lisa's house. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, because we were back in the bedroom playing banjo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was shocked in that email she sent. She even mentioned my name. Figured she forgot I existed.
So that's the thing. That's what I was telling other people. It was like, she doesn't do anything to anyone else but me. I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her trying to get through, like, my other family members to try to get to me. Hello, Capri. And my patience is gone, and I've really just wanted... Have you tried making a new email? It's my business account. It's my business account. It doesn't matter if I make a new email. I need this for my business. She will find anything to get to me. Like, she stalks my social media. Even if I block her... If I block her, she will make a new account and find me again. I think that's why trolls don't bother me that much. You will never, ever trigger me as much as my mom does. Police? Oh, I've called the police on her before. I think all of us have.
Yep. I didn't actually see her when Dad got shot. I was not there for that. But I did see her get yanked out of a car by police when I was probably 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
And the cop gave me a green Care Bear, and I had that bear for a very long time.
Need for Care Bears. I love Care Bears. Care Bears is neat.
He had a little green club on his foot, and it's why I like Chillaboo.
Oh, that's cute. That's actually really cute. Yay for Care Bears. That's cute.
It's not... It happened a couple of weekends ago. I went down for a friend's wedding that I was in. And our cousin, the one that our mom tends to harass more than anyone, because she actually does just allow her back all the freaking time.
I yelled at her.
Oh, me and Lisa have gotten onto her about it before too.
Yeah, I yelled at her. It was actually a day after your wedding. I FaceTimed her and I got really angry.
Yeah, so she starts I can't remember what day it was. I think it was the day before we actually went to the wedding. Or it may have been the first night we got there. She starts messaging Lisa, freaking out because Mom was texting her like, my dad's phone had called her, but she couldn't make anything out. She didn't know what was going on. And she has been harassed calling him for the better part of 20 years at this point. And he never answers. We always block it immediately. Do you remember Annalise? My niece?
Yeah.
So she had, when you get onto a kid, you go, eh, and you yell at them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
She does that back to you.
Wait, what?
She Uno reverse cards you, so if you try to get onto her, she yells back at you.
Oh.
She had somehow gotten Dad's phone in the process of trying to put it in a dog bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And dialed her. And just yelled at her.
Sassy. I wish I was sassy as a kid.
You were.
I was?
Yes.
No, I wasn't.
We both were.
Wait, what?
Mama called me a smartass all the time. Do you not remember this?
Oh. I didn't realize. What do you mean? I wasn't that sassy.
We went at each other.
Oh. I didn't mean to. Whoopsie poopsies.
We had fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I needed that laugh. Okay. Yay. Ah, okay. I'm feeling better now.
Yes.
What I'm gonna do, I need to take my doggo out. Even though I just took her out, so okay. I'm gonna take my doggo out for a second. You could say like fun little stories, I guess, for a bit. I'm just gonna put the thingy down here. And get your wait, that's me.
Ah. Oh god, now
go.
there's two.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask Chad about like embarrassing stories until I get back. But then I'm gonna turn off stream just to restart it, and I'm gonna get back to normal stream stuff. I feel better now that I vented. I feel a lot better now that I vented.
Understandable.
Thank you for random call.
I didn't want you to have to deal with this alone.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel a lot better now. I'm gonna go take out my doggo and then I'm gonna restart the stream because I do not want people to rewatch the VOD. With it, like if I changed my title now, the VOD will still have serious talk, and I want to make sure that if anybody did go back into the VOD, it wouldn't just be like blindsided on them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be right back, and have fun. Yeah, now you could talk to my brother for a bit, yeah? And,
I don't know what to do.
you're good. Maybe we could get started on like a random, just say like childhood stories or something. I'm sure you could think of them. He's your brother, yeah?
Yes, hello. That is me. I am the angry metal dog head.
This is my biological little brother. So, he's been through a lot of the shit that I've been through. So, you could ask him questions. This is brother, yeah, brother.
If I ever start streaming, that's literally just what my bio is going to be. It's just that word.
Brother!
That's all it is. I will never explain it.
Brother. If you need help, chat got you. They will ask you questions, and then you could just go in there. Just make sure you do not do any doxing information.
Yeah.
No real names, no real locations. You know the drill.
And Mom, if you ever see this as a YouTube video, fuck you.
Fuck you. Okay, I'll be right back.
Oh god, I got big.
Yeah, have fun. Be right back.
Okay. Let's see. Oh god, this is going so fast. Oh. Trying to think if there are any immediate stories. Aside from the fact that we would just walk around our neighborhood
So basically what I'm gonna do, I've turned the tracking back on, and I'm going to change my title, and then I'm just going to turn off stream and turn it right back on, so it updates the VOD with that title.
Good, good. You getting back to Pokemon?
Yeah, but yeah, stick around though. 5 more minutes.
Okay.
I still need slight more company until I am at my 100%. I'm at like 88.
I understand.
Let's see. Oh.
Beep-a-da, 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 bop.
Oh no, I'm not ending stream. I'm not ending stream. I'm not ending stream. I'm just restarting it. Red, thank you very much for the 4 months. Thank you, and thank everybody for being kind.
Time for chaos.
It was definitely a very... I needed to talk about it properly, and again, I know that she watches my content, and I was like really hoping and wanting
Tricky,
her to,
first
like,
off, I'm sorry
hear
for
it.
your pain. Secondly, I'm so proud that you're talking about this. It's not easy being in your
Thank you.
situation, and I have to say, you have proven you're stronger than she is. Something I learned from a game is the phrase, we
Tricky,
must be
I'm glad
better,
you're
and
feeling
you
a
truly
bit
have
better.
become better than her,
I almost want
stronger
this to
than
be a
her,
YouTube
and I
video,
believe-
just to further guarantee she sees it.
I was thinking of making one specifically for her, but
Sup, baby, hello, cute
She doesn't
nephew.
really deserve
I'm proud
it.
of you, strong Tricky.
she wants to be she wants to be
Congratulations for
known.
being able to talk
Strong,
about your
Tricky.
problems.
And I'm like,
Not
eh.
everyone is capable of doing so. Respect and love to you both.
Whew.
I feel for you and your situation. I hope this goes away and become a footnote to your story.
Thank you. Thank you about this. Thank you. Let's see how fast we can do it. Hold.
Hold!